Students, let us begin with the session number 7. This is the last session of your lesson. Now we are knowing enough about entrepreneurship through the previous 6 sessions. Now in this last session, we are going to see how the entrepreneurship development process works. Now here it is the process of improving the skills and knowledge of the entrepreneurs. How do we improve the skills and the knowledge of the entrepreneurs? There are two methods, that is formal and informal learning. So through the formal system, the people can get trained in the various programs regarding the entrepreneurship, and in the informal process a person can learn through his or her own experiences. Entrepreneurship development is the process of improving the skills and knowledge of entrepreneurs. It can take place through formal and informal learning system. In the formal learning system, training programs are conducted to bring about awareness, knowledge and skills related to entrepreneurship. In this session, you will learn about the entrepreneurship development process through examples of successful entrepreneurs. It will help you to understand the qualities of entrepreneurs, and then you can also make an assessment of whether you can also possess those qualities. So let us begin with a story, that is a case study. So one case study is taken in this session, that is of Mr. Prem Ganpati, the Dosawala. You must be aware of the dosa corner, that is dosa plaza. In Mumbai there are so many dosa plazas, and this was a business idea of Mr. Prem Ganpati. When we will be reading the story, you will come to know about it more and more. But you have to concentrate like how he has selected the idea, and what was the struggle, and now how much big is it, what was the care taken by him, how his business and why his business flourished. So let us begin with the case study over here. Prem Ganpati the Dosawala. Prem Ganpati is also known as the Dosawala. He is the owner of the famous food chain Dosa Plaza. Dosa Plaza currently has 26 shops. It has 150 employees and makes approximately rupees 5 crore every year. This is really a good number for a restaurant. Now, Mr. Prem Ganpati, when he came to Mumbai, he was not even knowing the language. When we will be reading the story, which is given below, we will come to know more about him. And this place, that is Dosa Plaza, it is really a famous food chain, and which is having currently 26 outlets. 150 employees and rupees 5 crore every year is the turnover of this business. Prem's story of struggle and success. When he came to Mumbai, Prem had no friends and did not know the language. The name suggests that this person has come from the southern part of India. As we know that the South Indian people, especially if they are from Tamil Nadu, they speak only Tamil language. They do not know any other language. If a person will go to Tamil Nadu, then that person has to learn their language, because they speak only and only Tamil, and they don't speak any other language, not even English or Hindi. So this person, we don't know exactly if he has come from Tamil Nadu, but he was not even knowing the language. He struggled in Mumbai for many years. Now, what was the struggle? He washed plates and cups, cleaned tables, and served tea at different shops. What this person did? He washed the plates and cups. Means he was working as a cleaning person in a restaurant. He also cleaned the tables and later on started serving tea at different shops. He even started a business with someone during this time, but the partnership failed. So see, he was really an alert person When he came to Mumbai, he immediately started working with the help of whatever basic skills he was having. He was ready to do any sort of work, so much so that he started washing the plates and cups and cleaning the tables in the restaurants. Then later on he tried to start a business with some person, but unfortunately their partnership failed. It did not work. Prem had saved some money and wanted to start a dosa shop. Now this person, Prem Ganpati, he saved some money from his jobs. Whatever jobs he did, he was able to save some money, and he was having a dream of starting a dosa shop. Being an South Indian, he was maybe skilled in making dosas. He asked his brother and uncle for a small loan to set up a small dosa stall near a railway station. Now concentrate, students, that the location he could easily decide that was a railway station, and he was knowing how to make dosas, so he thought of starting a small dosa stall near railway station. At the railway station, there a lot of people come but did not have many options for tasty food. So this was the opportunity which he has spotted, that so many people, they need good food, tasty food at the railway station, and so he thought of starting a dosa corner over there. His customers praised his food, and gradually he had customers from far off places too. Now, when a person thinks of some business idea, that person must be having the skill to do that idea as a business, and also must be interested in doing that work. So what happened when he started his small dosa stall on the railway station? The customers which came to his place, he started praising his food, and gradually, slowly, people started coming to his dosa stall from far off places, means distant places. As he spoke to his customers, he found out that his customers like different kinds of dosas. So when he spoke to his customers, he got to know that people like different tastes of dosas. And as he had worked in a Chinese kitchen earlier and knew how to make tasty chow mein and other Chinese items. So this person, he had worked in a Chinese kitchen earlier, and he was knowing, he had gathered that knowledge of making tasty chow mein and other Chinese items. So he fused his both the ideas, his skill of making the dosa and his knowledge of how to make Chinese items. So what he did, this gave him an idea to invent new types of dosas with Chinese flavors like American chopsy, paneer chilli, spring roll dosa, etc. Yes. The 108 types of dosas on his menu got him a lot of publicity. So 108 is a big number, and to come up with so many types of dishes, he was really skilled and good observant. Then he took the biggest risk of his life and opened a new shop near a station and named it as Dosa Plaza. So after gathering some money from the stall, what he thought, he should buy some place and open a shop near the station. So he did so, and it was the biggest risk of his life, because buying a place near a railway station, may it be on rent or directly, it costs you really big, and that was a biggest risk for this person who was just an entrant in this kind of business. Dosa Plaza is one of the most famous dosa shops in Mumbai. From this story, what do you think are the different steps of starting a business? Coming to this diagram, see here, first is the orange one, business idea. Then second is getting money and material to start. Third is the understanding customer needs, and fourth is improving the product or the service. So coming up with the idea, the first step is to come up with a business idea. Mr. Ganpati, he came up with the business idea of starting a dosa stall. A business idea could be based on. So how is the business idea based? It is based on something you are interested in doing, for example making dosa, and second thing, a need you see in the market, for example tasty food next to the station. So these were the two steps which he had taken to start the business idea. He spotted the good business idea for his situation. He was from South India and he knew how to make dosas. He had worked in a Chinese restaurant, and so what he did, he was interested in making dosas and the need of the market was tasty food. So he fused his skills and interest and came up with a very good business idea. Second is getting money and material. Once you have the idea, you can start on a small scale with some money which will help you in buying basic material. So once you have a very good idea, with a very small investment, one can start the business. One can take the basic material and slowly one can scale up the business. So the basic investment, it can be used for buying the basic raw material required for that business. Third step is understanding customer needs. Now once you start selling, you will find out what your customers likes and wants. You will also find out what your customer does not like during this stage. So this is a very important step in the business. Once your idea is there and once you have started on a small scale, now you have to understand your customers' likes and their wants. And at this stage, the person who are the entrepreneurs, they also come to know what are the dislikes of their customers at this stage. And the last step is you can use this knowledge of what your customers likes and do not like to improve your product. So by getting the knowledge of their likes and dislikes of the customers, one can always improve the product. Try to remember the case of Soumya, the wooden toy maker. Same thing she had also done. She came up with an idea. She started to think how to market it, started sending the photos, then she got few orders, then she got to know the requirements of the parents. She started making wooden toys, and to improve her product, what she did, she made the edges of the toys soft. Yes, so this 4-step formula is applicable to all sorts of business or services. So these were the steps of starting a business. Now this practical exercise we did in the class, I had posted the ideas which student they have shared. I asked them to work in the group of 4, and they discussed and they came up with basic material, the product, and how they will be selling it. You will be solving these exercises in your notebook, students. So from this session, we have learned to identify different steps of starting a business, and again the qualities of the businessman we have revised.